I am so fucking sick with the weight loss industry, and I'm so fucking annoyed with the people who keep buying the fucking textbook, who keep buying the fucking guide to weight loss, when weight loss is literally the most simple thing you could ever be doing. And why do you think that buying another guidebook will solve your fucking weight problem? Why do you think that? So I decided to make this video that will hopefully be the last piece of content that you're going to be watching. This video is going to include a few mistakes you've been doing because of the weight loss industry and tips for weight loss. And if you're wondering, I am not a certified bitch. I didn't go to school for health or fitness or nutrition, but I do know what I'm talking about. So let's get this going. Scam number one that you should be eliminating from your fucking life is cookbooks and weight loss recipes. I am so fucking sick of weight loss recipes because instead of spending that time cooking some weight loss cookie or baking some kind of gluten-free fucking bread, you should be spending this time outside of the kitchen. You should not be so fucking focused on cooking. You should not be spending a whole day meal planning for the next week. Food should not be your fucking priority in this life. The more recipes you make, the more weight loss, gluten-free, fat-free sandwiches or pizzas or pies you make, the more food noise you're gonna have in your head, because the moment you finish your meal, you're thinking of your next one. So instead of another meal plan, instead of planning your meals for the whole week, stop thinking about that. Take a day off to go out for a walk. Spend some time outside of the kitchen and stop vacuuming every single item you see in your fridge. Even if it's the skinny version, even if it's a healthy homemade version, you know what you need? You need to be eating less, not more. You need to be eating more simple foods, more simple recipes, not the sophisticated 30 fucking step guidebook on how to make a new protein shake that's gonna be the key of your weight loss. Food is never going to be the key to lose weight, and there is no amount of weight loss versions of the foods that you love is going to make you lose weight. I promise you that. The only thing that will make you lose weight is if you eat less, not more. You don't need a new sophisticated recipe. You don't need this skinny version of the pizza. You don't need a skinny salad. You don't need a skinny soup. You don't need another skinny recipe. You don't need a recipe. You need to eat less. You need to find yourself activities outside of the kitchen. You need to step out of the kitchen and start getting interested in things to do outside that require moving, that do not include eating, you know? The second most fucking ridiculous scam I've ever seen is a 45-minute routine gym cardio session. You have to be kidding me. You're doing cardio for 45 minutes a day to lose fucking weight? Well, it's not gonna work. You know why? Because cardio is not sustainable. You sweat like a fucking monkey jumping for 45 minutes to then go eat your weight loss recipe that has 300 or 400 calories to lose weight. You're wasting your fucking time. You're wasting your energy. The only cardio that works on the long run is walking. And I will die on this hill. Walking is the only cardio you need. And it's not even considered as cardio. You could consider it as an activity, as a whole activity to do. Start walking everywhere you go. And if you don't fucking go anywhere, then start going somewhere and walk. Don't take any kind of transportation means. Don't take your car, don't take the bus, don't take another fucking scooter to the store. Why are you driving that shit? Why are you taking a scooter, an electric scooter, where you could be walking? Start incorporating walking into your every single day routine. Make it a non-negotiable to make at least 10,000 steps a day. and you will not see the effect immediately. I'm not going to lie, I'm not trying to sell you another fucking tutorial on weight loss, but you're not gonna see the effect immediately, but it's gonna build up. I promise you. Walking is the key to the exercise. And if you don't do anything related to fitness, and if you're not a fitness person, start walking and you will see a huge difference in the first few weeks. I fucking promise you. Another thing that's fucking annoying is the myth that you need 3 meals a day, 3 full meals a day, and 2 snacks. No one needs 3 big meals a day. I promise you, you're not gonna die of hunger if you don't have your big breakfast and big ass lunch and then a big dinner before going to sleep with snacks between them. Oh my God, you have to be kidding me. You're eating 3 big meals a day and you're expecting some kind of fucking miracle to fall on your head and make you lose the weight? Well, it's not gonna happen. I am convinced, and I do not have any research to back this up, but I'm sure that if you look this up, you're gonna find it. But the human body, the healthy human body, especially if you have a few fucking kilos to lose, it does not need 3 big meals a day. Personally, when I lost the weight, I had 1 big meal a day, and it could be lunch or dinner, and 1 small meal or a snack throughout my day. And I went on like this for a few months, and it was not intentional. I was not intentionally doing this. I was so freaking busy that I did not have the time or the energy to think about food. So I ended up having only 1 meal a day and maybe a snack here and there, a small snack, because I did not care about eating, and I lost all the weight. For me personally, I do not need breakfast to function. So I don't eat in the morning. I have my coffee when I wake up. I get hydrated and then I go about my day. And I do get hungry at lunch, honestly. I do get hungry at lunch. But usually I'm too busy to eat because I have a job. Or I used to go to university or some kind of courses, and I did not have time to eat at lunch. So I used to skip lunch or have a little snack, a little fruit, or some kind of snack from the regular supermarket. Doesn't have to be 0 sugar, full of fucking protein. And in the evening, when I'm done with all my things, I would sit and have a whole meal. And this was my main meal for the day. I did this for a few months unintentionally, and I lost the weight. And this is honestly a life changer. Not because you're losing weight, not because you're eating less, but because when you realize that hunger is not real. It's literally not real. It's not a real thing, except for when you're physically feeling the symptoms of hunger. Oftentimes we eat because we're bored. We eat because it's time for lunch. We eat because, I woke up. It means I need to have breakfast. No, you don't fucking need to eat just because it's a certain time of the day. Start listening to your hunger cues, your physical hunger cues, not the emotional ones. Not because you're bored, not because you have a fucking break. Take a walk in this break, for fuck's sake. Focus on something else. Stop thinking about what you're gonna eat, and your life is gonna change. Your brain will stop giving you so much food noise. I used to be full of food noise when I ate 3 meals a day and snacks. Part of why I'm so aggravated on this is because I've been that girl that has 3 fucking meals a day and also snacks between the meals, thinking that my body needs it. My body doesn't need it. My mind needed it. And when you reprogram your mind on not needing food to get off for a few fucking hours of work, your life is gonna change. When the food noise goes away, you start thinking. You start thinking about important things. You start focusing on your goals. You start looking for something to do. You start looking for something to think about that is not food. And it is the biggest life changer. It's the biggest glow up that I have ever discovered, is you don't really need 3 main meals every single day. And if you do this, you end up fasting for most of your day, which is also a nice thing to do if you don't end up indulging in fucking bullshit at the end of your fast. So first, you end up fasting for more. And second, when you do eat, you don't have to restrict that much. You don't have to eat a fucking salad for dinner. You can eat whatever you want. Your stomach is going to get programmed for a smaller portion to be full. And it's a wonderful thing, honestly. It's a wonderful feeling. Another fucking bullshit myth that I have heard, and it was really ridiculous and unsustainable, is the no sugar lifestyle. Sugar is not that good for your body objectively and science backed. I'm not gonna be saying that sugar is healthy for you and you should be eating sugar, but cutting sugar is not necessary for weight loss. Cutting sugar is not the crucial thing you need to do, and it's not even the first thing you need to be starting off with, because cutting sugar is hard. Let's be for fucking real. You cannot cut sugar like this. You cannot go cold turkey without sugar. It all goes down to the calories in and calories out. Well, I'm not saying you should be counting calories, and this is another myth that I'm going to be talking about, but it all goes down to the portions you eat, to the amount of food you eat, to the way you wire your brain to have certain healthy preferences and to start liking bananas more than you like that piece of cake. Another fucking myth that I would never stand by is counting calories. On the long run, it's not sustainable. You could be doing that as an experiment to see how many calories you're eating when you decide to eat intuitively, but on the long run, it's not sustainable. It is not a good idea to be counting calories for fucking ever. Why? Because the moment you start counting calories is the moment you are fixated on food. And it's not a good thing to be fixated on food. And if you take only one thing from this video, is stop getting fixated on food. Stop counting your calories and start listening to your stomach, listening to your body, and just eat less. I promise you, eat less. Stop counting your calories and start counting your steps, honestly. But calorie counting makes you obsessive. Well, at least for me. If it doesn't for you, it doesn't make you fucking insane, then go for it. But it's really not sustainable. You're gonna get tired of this. Some days, naturally, you're gonna be craving less food, so you're gonna be eating less than your maintenance or your weight loss calories. But when you see that you have 300 more calories on the app, you're gonna crave the food. And on days that you eat more than your calorie goal, maybe the day that you say, fuck it, I ate 200 calories more, this means I can have a whole ass cake by myself. That is why focusing on calories is not a good thing. Not because you're obsessive, but also because it takes out the humanity from your eating. Food is not just numbers. Like, let's be real. Food is not just numbers. You may eat 2 apples and feel full, and you may eat a whole hamburger and not be full. So you have to be more intuitive about your eating and don't fixate on the calories, because when you stop focusing on food and you stop being obsessed with food, you're gonna naturally eat less. You don't need to see those numbers, because if you see those numbers, you're gonna get more cravings. And this was a life changer for me, because I used to count calories every single day for years on end. And guess what? I did not lose the weight. But when I stopped counting calories and started listening to my body when I eat, is when the weight went off. And truly, I don't know how many calories I eat right now, but I am able to maintain. a slim body, and I'm honestly on the lower scale of the healthy weight right now, and I've been maintaining this for the longest time ever, and I'm the skinniest I've ever been, and I'm maintaining this, and I don't know how many calories I'm eating. So don't buy another premium app for counting calories, because you don't need all that. You don't need to be so fucking fixated on food. Eating is a part of life. Eating is a part of your day, maybe. It's not an activity. It's not something so important that you need to have an app for it. The less you know about calories and the more intuitive you are with your mind towards food, the better the results are. The better it's going to be for your mental health and for your physical health too. Another thing I want to touch on is the fact that if the food is in front of you, this doesn't automatically mean you should be devouring it. Sometimes food is just there. It's allowed to be there, and you're allowed not to eat. Family gatherings, friends hangouts, dates, anything that involves food being in front of you does not automatically mean that you need to be engaging in the activity of eating as much as you can. Your stomach is only that big. You can look up online on the size of a human stomach. You're gonna be blown away. You're eating quantities that physically are not meant to fit into your stomach. So if you take one thing from this video, please stop. First of all, stop those influencers from selling you fucking bullshit textbooks or courses. Second thing, stop being fixated on food. Free your mind. Free yourself from food. Free yourself of counting calories. Free yourself from breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Free yourself from meal planning and start having a fuller life. Go out more. Find a way to burn calories that you actually enjoy. If you like weightlifting, do it. If you don't fucking do it. Find another sport. There are so many sports you could be doing, even at home. You don't need some kind of premium subscription. You don't need another app. That's another thing. You don't need another app to monitor anything at all. You could be writing your weight every single day or week on the last page of your journal, and that's all. That's literally all you need. Oh, and also you do need to count your steps, because sometimes we overestimate how much we walk, and that's basically it. If I'm sounding so aggravated on this topic, it's because I am, and I think we should all be collectively canceling the weight loss industry, because I didn't even talk about the pills that they're trying to sell. I've seen influencers sell pills for weight loss. So you're ready to damage your kidney. You're ready to swallow some kind of unknown thing that doctors do not recommend just so you can eat more, just so you can think about food more and cook another fucking recipe. Be fucking for real. Stop being so fucking obsessed with this. Think about all the time and energy you're wasting on this bullshit. Think about how much you could be doing, how many books you could be reading, how many pictures you could be taking in nature, how many walks, how many workout classes you could be taking in this time. How much self-discovery you could be making when your mind is not screaming about food, when your mind is not critically trying to lose weight. And that's all I have. That's all I have. Thank you for watching, and I truly hope that I got my point across to you, because again, I am not a certified bitch, but I am a skinny bitch. Bye.